start with comments from Coach.
You know what? A couple of things. One, I thought they came out and played a really good road first period. We didn't capitalize on some power play opportunities. I thought they generated some energy off that. But you know what? We found a way to we score the first one, and then they get one late. You don't know exactly how your young group's going to react to that, and I thought we reacted pretty well, because from that point on, I thought in the second and third period we played a lot better. Didn't give up as many outnumbered rushes as we did early, and they're too good of a team for us to continue to do that. So I think it's a big win, like the way we finished, and we've got to learn from the positives and the negatives from tonight, but it was a real big win.
What did you guys do after the when they went up 3-2 and then you take a penalty, and it seems like that's a point when things could start to go the other way for you, but it seemed like you guys responded pretty well from that way the rest of the game?
You know what, our leadership group, Nick Rivera does a real good job in the locker room and on the bench at just keeping things 2020. Focusing on the things that we still have in front of us instead of things that have gone by. And I thought everybody kind of, just followed that lead. And so I thought he calmed us down a little bit and found a way to weather that storm and get it back to even.
Second half of the season last year, Dallas Gerads was a player that sort of came on for you, Mike, and then right out of the gate here, 2 goals, including the game winner. In this game, is expectations for Dallas this year? He's going to continue on with what he was doing at the end of last year?
Absolutely. I mean, Dallas is, if there's one word that I think will follow him around while he continues to play, and then when he's done, is substance. He's a young man of substance. He puts the work in, cares about others, helps others, but he loves to compete. And he's okay getting to the hard areas, and I think he's confident. And any role that we seem to ask him to play, he does, and does it with an aggressive mentality. So it was good to see him get a couple tonight.
What did you see him do on that on his goal? It seemed like was that just a hustle play? Especially, it kind of forces the goaltender's hand a little bit to try to make a play behind the net, and then he kind of ends up winning that battle.
Yeah, and I need to see that a little bit more on tape. But Dallas makes a lot of hustle plays, whether it's with or without the puck. So, in a game like that where you see two teams kind of going back and forth and at each other the way it is, a break's going to make a difference, and we got the break.
We were trying to figure out when the last time a true freshman started for MSU in the first game of the season in goal, and Dryden McKay, right off the bat, had to make some big saves in the first period to break away. What did you see out of him tonight, getting his first chance?
Well, some poise. Again, we left him alone a couple of times, and those are momentum changers. When he makes that save, our bench is elevated, and maybe theirs isn't. And we've discussed this, you and I have discussed this multiple times about we're going to need somebody to step up, and I thought tonight he did. He allowed us to keep the game where it was at and get our feet underneath us in the second and third period.
One of the success stories, I think, or things that's impacted things over the years, Mike, has been your ability to roll 4 lines. And tonight, maybe one of the unsung guys was Josh French. I thought he had a pretty good game, and then Parker Tuomie. If you could maybe talk about his game tonight, and maybe that one goal he scored off the pass from Michaelis from the side was a highlight reel goal, right?
Yeah, first with Josh, you're right on. And as far as his, and sometimes he doesn't get noticed enough. The good thing that I see tonight is he's been doing that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. The goal that we end up scoring there, I think it was Dallas's first one. Josh comes in and a real heavy shot off the shoulder of Ottinger, and starts that play. And so I just think he's playing with a bit more confidence. And then you bringing up Parker. Parker was exceptional tonight. A difference maker. That's he's such a competitor, and he really enjoys it. The maturation that I've seen from a year ago to this year for him, again, is it's one thing to have that youthful energy. It's another thing to be able to harness it, manage it, and have it equate into being consistent, whether he has the puck or he doesn't. And I thought tonight he was good on both ends of the rink and made a real poised play after Mark found him to score a really big goal.
To have a team like BU come in here and have kind of the entertainment value that there was, kind of the back and forth, up and down, two pretty good teams going at it. Was this kind of what you expected out of this game between you guys at this point?
I didn't know what to expect other than two teams that I think could go out and get after each other. And they've got a lot of good hockey players, and I like to believe we do too. And it was entertaining. I'm glad the way it ended, but it was an entertaining hockey game. Yeah, there were quite a few mistakes that were made, but that's hockey. And so, we've got a lot of things hopefully we're going to be better at tomorrow than we were tonight. And I know BU is going to be better than they were tonight. So we'll have our hands full, but it was a good first game for us, and really appreciate the crowd. I was talking to Dan McCarver on the broadcast, and, 3 high school football teams all in town here. We still come up with 4,100 fans that come out to see this game, and hopefully are leaving here entertained and feel they got their money's worth. And if that happens, hopefully they'll come back tomorrow.